welcome everyone to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Marshall Thundering Herd taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Marshall's offense will go to work first. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. Touchdown, Utah State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Using the quick game. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Utah State's offense has the ball for the first time. Garcia to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this three-star QB is.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it for a big play. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Jukes his way from home. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Grab near the marker. It's Harmon. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Quarterback running on the draw. Breaks and runs through another one. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Thundering Herd to the line facing a 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
He'll keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Using his feet to buy time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move, it's Jamison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Here's the handoff. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Garcia wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Flacco should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Garcia to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Looking downfield on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Soft spot in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught him.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air. It's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Going for it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man. Starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Finds a tight end down the gut. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Got it in the middle. It's Jamison. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Garcia wants to throw. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TV.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Utah State, 17. Marshall, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Finding an escape route. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Garcia to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Here's a heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. He wants to throw it again. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Garcia wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Feels the button, looking for daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback. I'm not going to sack him. But if I get a mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He turns that loose down the right side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds a little space.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease.
The offense coughs it up. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He stepped out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked. But if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Complete on 3rd down. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Trying to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Herd! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Utah State, 17.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.